At this point, I am going to dedicate the stage 10 minutes to questions. Hopefully that's enough to answer the questions that you guys have. So Esther, if you want to hit me up with the questions, I'm happy to answer those.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for that. It was very, very good. So the first question is, in campaign objectives, what is the difference between brand awareness and reach? My company offers a service and we don't have a website yet, so we want to generate inquirers via Messenger on our Facebook page.
Okay, so this is a commonly asked question. They are very similar, but if you were to say you've got a £50 budget and you were advertising to an audience of, let's go with 4,000 people, if you chose reach, basically Facebook would try to take your £50 budget and advertise to as many of those 4,000 people as possible. So the whole focus would be on reaching as many of them as possible. With the brand awareness objective, it would take your £50 budget and it would try to advertise to people more than just one time. So it would try and reach out to people who are more likely to be interested in your ad, in your product or service. And the goal wouldn't be just in trying to reach everyone in that audience at least once. So there's a slight difference in terms of delivery. So with your brand awareness ad, your £50 might be spent reaching 2,000 people out of that audience and showing them the ad twice. So that's a slight difference in the background. But both of them are geared up to try and just get your product or service in front of new eyeballs without any complicated like links or products or anything else there. It's just getting that message out into people's news feeds and stories, etc.
Perfect. The next question is, what is an instant experience?
So an instant experience is really helpful for any brands that don't have a good mobile site. You can build an instant experience within Creator Studio, and you can also do it there as part of your ad. But basically, it's where you can create a vertical experience that goes beyond your Facebook post. You can bring in images and videos, you can add text, you can include links out to your website. So it's like creating a mini website within Facebook. Now, it was developed whenever a lot of sites weren't really mobile friendly, so they were probably quite slow or didn't have a good user experience in mobile. As we've really tuned into the importance of having a good mobile site, the need for instant experience has dwindled somewhat. But we do still see it in operation. Like a lot of retail brands would have been using it pre-COVID to tell people about new products or services and maybe showing them a video, including the customer testimonials. So I would say if you have some time, experiment with it and try it out. That's where it kind of came from. It's used here and there. I don't really see it too often on Facebook or Instagram at the minute. But that's really the concept behind it.
The next question is, do photographs have a better impact than videos or vice versa?
Videos have a better impact, but more people are using photos because they're easier to use. So video is really good from a content point of view because video auto plays. So you can start to captivate your audience straight away. I would say if you had the choice, I would go with video. And if you don't have good video assets, then just go with really attention grabbing imagery. Video would be priority one, but I know that a lot of brands are still trying to build up a strong video bank or database that they can pull from.
Brilliant. The next question is there a guide you could recommend about what works when advertising art?
A specific guide? Not one that I have come across directly, to be honest. But one thing that I would point out to you, and I want to share it as a follow-up resource, is Facebook Blueprint. And this is a hub where you can learn more about Facebook platform itself and also its products and services, including the ads. Also, you can go through and complete your Facebook certification if you so wish. But there's loads of different video guides and courses. So, for example, we've got Facebook ads and your business goals, Facebook advertising tools, what you need to know, 5 steps to create a Facebook ad from your page. So there's loads of resources in here that you can work from. I haven't come across a guide that I would recommend in terms of selling art via ads, so I can't recommend that specifically. But for anyone that wanted to know more just about Facebook or Instagram in general, or any of the tools, this is a really, really great resource. I use it all the time. I've done my first certification and I'm working towards a second, and there's also a third in the pipeline, just to make sure that we keep our finger on the pulse and stay ahead of recent changes.
Brilliant. So the last question is, can you have a mixture of videos and pictures on the carousel?
Can you have a mixture? Oh, I've just drawn a blank. Good question. Let's just double check. You have to forgive me for this because it is 8:20 at night. If we go in here to the placement, let's add a fourth placement just to see. I think you can. I'm pretty sure that you can do. Just going to go with that by way of an example. I do believe that you can. It's not like show me any errors here. So typically, like if I'm creating a campaign, I would go with all images or all videos, but here it's allowing both side by side. And I don't see why not. So if I go in here to change, yeah, you can go with either image or video. So yeah, looks like it.
Good. So that is all of our questions, and I guess that's the end of our session. So thank you so much, Emma. That was really, really informative, and I'm sure all of us have learned a lot tonight, and there's also some really good feedback there in the chat. But yeah, we'll be sending out Emma's presentation via email, and if anyone that missed part of this presentation will also be online from probably Friday. So yeah, thank you so much, and it's been really interesting.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to deliver the webinar. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. If you have any questions going forward, feel free to reach out to me via social media or also via my email, and so you can feel free to include that when you send out the materials. But best of luck, everyone, with your social media campaigns from here on in. And if you want to send me the link to some of those, I'd be more than happy to look at them for you. And yeah, just I hope you enjoy it and have fun putting it into practice. Thank you.